What is up? Live from the Cat House in Montebello, California. This is Dre's Geek Philosophy, the Monday edition, the day after the baby shower edition. The Dre is exhausted, not just from the baby shower, but work was insane today edition. Hi. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm here with my best friend, my cohort in crime, Mr. Jai Polidore, who was, I believe you were the only person who knew my middle name in yesterday's Who Knows Daddy Best game.
Middle names are sacred. Only your true homies know your middle name.
I know his middle name.
I know his middle name.
Yeah. I know not to say it out loud, lest I incur his wrath.
It's like Rumpelstiltskin type stuff. Gives you power over people.
Gives you power. He knows. Yeah, you know my middle name. So yeah, I was like, you tied for the. We played a bunch of those typical baby shower games at the baby shower. Because of course, in case you didn't know, the lovely lady who helps me co-host the show on the other weeks, my wife, Miss Rosa Limon Cervantes. Yeah, we're having a baby, and so we had a baby shower yesterday. Jai was there. A lot of my family, so to speak, was there, but not blood family. The family I chose was there. I'm not bitter about it. I'm happy that my family that I chose was there. D-Loke and Lamar and Sean and Monica and Irv and his wife Esther, homeboy Daniel Wong and his wife Darby, whom I as I was trying to explain to Lamar when he was throwing shade, and all y'all were throwing shade at me, I had not seen Daniel nor his wife Darby since roughly 1997.
Lamar wasn't throwing shade. He was just making hilarious observations
about why the fuck you ain't coming over here, motherfucker.
Since there was a large concentration of African Americanism at that one particular table,
and I wasn't coming here because you, D-Loke, and Lamar were at the table.
Were all there. It was racist.
Hey, y'all. That was not the back of the bus. Y'all chose where y'all sat. That wasn't like, oh, this is the back of the bus. This is where I put all my Negroes. No. Lamar got there early, and he chose to hang out over there with. He got to hang out with Sean T. Hornbuckle.
Yes.
One of our other good friends. He was there with his wife and then the daughter Marlene, who I hadn't seen in a while. She's an adult now. What in the blue blazes? I remember his daughter being like knee-high, being adorable and happy when I built her a bicycle, and she's a teenager with a bad attitude.
Yeah, now that's
and bad grades.
Yeah, that's when you ship them off to military school.
That was a cautionary tale for me, because I remember the little one's the good one. The other older daughter, she's been evil since from birth, but the other one was good. Yeah, but apparently the evil gene unlocked in that one.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to tell you, why you should not have children. Because
I know, he's warned me for years. As long as I've known this man, he has warned me to not have kids. But I met a wonderful woman who is a partner in my life. Her and I went halves on a baby. I feel like we're a good team.
You know, with R. Kelly, can you say going half on the baby?
Can I? Was that from R. Kelly?
It was an R. Kelly song.
Oh, I didn't know that was from an R. Kelly song. Yeah. The D-Loke used to say that shit all damn time.
Yeah,
them two about to go half on a baby. Like, he'd say that shit all the time. I didn't know that was an R. Kelly original.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
Not that you shouldn't say it. I was just wondering if we can.
I said it, but I was not aware of the origin of that phrase. That is unfortunate to learn. That's a faux and a pas indeed. But yeah, yesterday was a baby shower. I got to meet a lot of Rosa's extended family. I'd seen some of them before, but there was a whole lot of family that I had not met before. It was a lot of fun, a lot of chaos. As most party functions or plans, pure chaos.
Oh yeah. It only gets worse once the child actually gets here.
Yeah, and it's funny. I think my favorite part of the said baby shower yesterday was conversing with other parents and getting their sage advice. The sheet that you filled out was quite hilarious, but also full of truthiness, to quote Stephen Colbert.
Yes.
You had a lot of hilarious truths in yours. And I was quite shocked that Sean Hornbuckle's was very well thought out. I don't know if Monica wrote both or.
No, Sean. That's all Sean.
That was all Sean.
That was all Sean.
Putting me I read his. I'm like, oh wow, it was very thoughtful and heartfelt. I was not expecting that from the white man.
Oh, that's surrogate dad. Of course,
He is my
look
surrogate
out.
father. And I see my other surrogate father, Rolando Morales is watching. Like, what's up, Rolando?
We missed you yesterday, Rolando.
I know, that's probably my bad. I think I forgot to invite him. That's on me.
The hell with this guy.
That's on me, Rolando. I dropped the ball.
Terrible. It's terrible.
I'm a bad person.
It's all right.
I should have invited you too.
It's all right.
I wasn't sure how many people were coming. What's up? So, well, there was a whole lot of baby showerness yesterday. It was chaos. It was a lot of fun. Got to see a lot of people. I think the thing that was most exhausting for me is having to maintain that same level of conversation over the course of like 7 hours.
Oh yeah.
Because all of my guests, they showed up in a staggered one. It was like conveniently every 20 or 30 minutes, another one of my guests would arrive. I'm like, okay, nope, yeah, now I have to talk to this person for the next 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, no, oh, there's another person. Okay, here's another one. And then here's another one. And then another one. And then another one. Yeah, because it was Sean who was there first. So I talked to Sean and Monica. And then Lamar showed up. I talked to Lamar. And then you showed up. And then D-Loke showed up. And then Daniel and his wife, and then Irvin and his wife, and then one after another. And later on, my buddy Darren and his wife showed up. It was like it was a parade of guests for me. And then Rosa was just inundated with all of her guests. Like she had a whole bunch of family, so she was able to defend them off by handing them off to her brothers or her parents. And for me and from my side, I was the only representative for me.
Yeah.
I was the only one there.
You're the dad.
You saved me 20 minutes, Rolando. Well, I would have loved to catch up with you. Believe me, no, but it was great, and I would have loved to talk to you and got your sage father advice. I'll have to take you to lunch, and one of these days when I'm hanging around in Alhambra or El Sereno or that vicinity, and take you out to lunch or whatever, and get your sage father advice, as you are the father of 3 lovely daughters. I always like to tell the story of I remember when Rolando was done with GameStop when he missed one of his daughters her first soccer goal, and that's when he was done with GameStop.
I'd be done too.
Yeah, I always felt like Rolando was a great example of what a good dad is. That's the kind of dad I want to aspire to be. He cares so much about his daughters. He goes and he's the referee for their soccer games. Mm-hmm. He puts in the time. That's a family man. He's a good one of the best
took
dudes.
Dial's advice and went home and be a family man.
One of the best dudes that I've always known. I always tell my wife, oh, this guy Rolando he's one of the best people I know. The only person I won't blaspheme around.
Even though he made me work Monday nights when I was trying to watch 24, when he could have had somebody else work Monday nights because he wasn't into the show at that time. Just saying. Not that I'm holding grudges, because I don't do that sort of thing.
I think that was more on Sean than Rolando.
He's an evil man too.
I don't think that was on Rolando. By the time I was working there, I think Rolando was helping out, but it wasn't. I don't think Rolando was making the schedule. I think I think your beef lies with Sean Hornbuckle. Rolando had to make sure he wasn't working Monday nights because Rolando
was watching 24.
Also watching 24. He's a big fan. Yeah, I don't think I started until 2005 or 2000. I think when I was working for Nintendo and I no longer had to work nights. That's why. Okay, let me give this 24 show a shot. Hey, this is really good. Hey guys, this feels good.
Logan's the best villain ever.
Damn, I said Charles Logan. Damn that Charles Logan. But yeah, it was a madcap day. My living room is literally full of baby gifts that we have to organize and put into boxes for the next few months until my lovely wife and my wonderful son decides to join us in this crazy world.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of advice did you get from people? All the parents you spoke to, what were some of the best pieces of advice that stuck out to you?
No matter how hard I think the first couple of years are, they're going to be the easiest.
Oh, they so are. Oh God, they so are. And then they start talking, and it just goes downhill from there.
One of Rosa's friends, him and his wife came a little later. They brought their 2 daughters. The one was 2 years old. The other one was 4 years old.
Ah, that's evil age.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Adorable.
The 2-year-old. She knows she's bad. She says, "I'm bad," and then the mom's like, "Yeah, she's evil."
Yeah, that's when you're supposed to.
She's self-aware of her level of evil, and I just sat there. And I was just like, I heard the Kill Bill freaking music. I was like, what if my child is evil?
Okay.
My mom is continually like, put the don't put that evil on me, Bobby.
Don't you put that
Ricky
evil
Bobby.
on me, Bobby Boucher.
Or Ricky Bobby, don't you dare put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby, don't you dare. Because my mom always said, like, I was a hellion when I was a child. I was out of control. Doctors were trying to diagnose me with ADHD. They wanted to put me on freaking
Ritalin and
whatever the 1980s equivalent of whatever Ritalin was, whatever depressants they would put children on, because I would just like, I have energy.
Yeah, you were 10.
Yeah, no, I think now we look back, like, no, I was just a kid who just wanted to run.
Yeah,
I had fun. I had boundless energy. Now I have boundless joint pain. That's what I have now. All that running, I paid for it later in life. Then all I get there, like, oh my God, I was a hellion, and my mom's like always like, oh, your kid's gonna be worse than you. I'm like, why would you put that on me, mother?
Every parent does.
Why?
Every parent does.
What is that? Oh, I hope you have a happy, healthy child. No, it's like, your child, when you have your child, will be worse thing. And then once my mom found out that we were with child, it's like, oh, that child's gonna be a demon.
And to be honest, it's not that parents want your children to be worse than you.
They just want us to suffer more than they did?
No, they want the child to be just like you, so you could see how much of an asshole you were when you were a child. That's all. I wish that on my kids at least 6-7 times a week. I don't want and I love my kids, even the ones that ain't mine. I love them all to death. I'll die for them. I will whoop your monkey ass for them. But I want them to have kids so bad. I don't know which one I want more, for them to get the fuck out my house or to have children. Because both of them are going to be eye-opening situations that I will take evil, I mean Dragon Ball, Mr. Burns, villainous, evil delight in.
Just the glee. Just the delightful glee. Like, you'll be like fiendish Dr. Wu.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
With kung fu treachery. You'll be like,
I cannot wait. I can't wait.
To experience the suffering, and they come to you. Help, Father, help us. No, I have warned you of this.
Don't come to me at 17 talking about I'm pregnant. You can get the hell up out my house. I ain't raising no grandchildren. I'll watch them. I'll babysit. But I ain't raising. Nope.
Oh my God, your daughter yesterday was hilarious.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm sure it wasn't hilarious to you. From the outsider perspective, the non-parent,
yeah.
I'll look at her. She's being all moody because you took her away from the playground.
Oh, shithead.
Nah, I was like, all right, you need a hug? You need a hug? And she just kind of sheepishly came up, yeah, give me a hug. Didn't make her feel better, but we were like making faces the whole time. I was like,
yeah, they love that stuff. They're just like, oh, the funny man made me laugh when I hate my daddy. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
hate
she was quite mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
I had not seen such rage out of a 4-year-old in my life.
Oh, it only gets worse as they get older, because then they can articulate how much they don't like you. You take that belt off and you insert tab A, which is your foot,
into slot
B, which is that ass. Straighten them out real quick. You only got to do it one time.
That's another big piece of advice you give me. Like, you just gotta whip that ass at least once. But nowadays, that one ass whipping can put you in a jail.
No. See, because there's a difference. This is what you have to understand. There is a vast difference between.
So the science, Dre's Geek philosophy does not advocate any of the things that Jai Polidore says.
There's a huge difference between child abuse and corporal
punishment. And a lesson that needs to be learned.
Yeah, because like if you sit here and you say, "Hey, yet to be unnamed amazing child, I have told you 6 times to clean your room. Now, since clearly English is a language that's just foreign to you, I have to take my belt off and speak to you in a language you can more clearly understand. Come catch these hands." And you give them a syllable whooping. They have earned that.
You see, it's funny because my mom would always emphasize this all the times that I took an ass whipping when I was a child, and she'd always make a big deal over the fact that when she was a kid, she took 1 ass whipping total because she learned from that 1 ass whipping.
Your mom was
to never do what to never disobey the parents again.
Oh,
me,
wow.
I have a nice big thick ass, so I could take a lot of ass whippings.
I got a lot of ass.
I was like, all right, it's just another ass whipping to me. I'm like, well, I fucked up again.
Yeah.
Here comes the belt. Here comes the chancla. I'm like, all right.
After a while,
I can't sit down for a little bit. Cool. I'll just go outside and run.
Yeah.
I was alright. I was like, okay, here comes. I remember they got to the point once I was like fast enough to just run away from her.
Oh yeah, see, that's because you lived in a non-black household.
Oh.
You will inevitably one of two things have to happen.
I'd eventually
or you have to sleep.
Yeah,
And
I had to come back home, and I'd still get that ass one, but I could avoid it for a while.
Oh yeah, no.
Because like when they get off that, they once they lose that peak rage and like they start coming down, they're still angry, but they don't have that fire that they had at the peak. So the whippings weren't as bad.
Oh no, see, that's where you're wrong. See, what it is there's black rage, which is what they have when they beat you. So if you run,
I almost pissed myself.
It just goes, now I have to beat the child, and the child has been beaten, and then we just go back to
black
normal.
rage.
But see, when you run, it stays up here until, and it just
I guess maybe
boils.
that's the difference between the Hispanic experience and the black experience.
Yeah, it's like now, because now you've made me chase you or wait to beat the dog shit out of you, and so now your ass whooping has gone, in video game terms, originally it was a level 1 super, and now you've stretched that shit out to like a custom combo, level 3 super
Gonna
combo
take you
finish.
for a ride.
Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty.
Gonna take you for a ride.
All 6 characters are on stage.
Boom, 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 boom,
Terrible.
boom. Magneto's freaking holding you up, and the Sentinel's like, ba-bum, 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 ba-bum,
Yes.
ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. It's
That's
Marvel vs.
what it
Capcom
is.
2 all day long.
That's exactly what
Super
it is.
Ultra Combo, Breaker, you're dead. And the reason why I quit Marvel vs. Capcom.
I've only seen that type of ass whooping one time. I was like, I will never ever run from a parent again. If I'm gonna get my ass whooped, I'm just gonna take this and call it a day.
I was an ignorant child. I ran. I ran because I knew I could run.
You only gotta fuck them up one time.
No, but I'm proof. I am proof that
Your mom,
I am proof that you gotta fuck them up one time does not work.
That just
I
means-
took so many ass whippings.
I did too. And just see what it
I
was.
took a
is
number of ass whippings.
you were like me. You didn't get fucked up for the same
I knew
thing.
I earned them. I wasn't gonna be like, my parents beat me. No, I'd be like, I fucked up. I earned that one. I know what I did wrong.
It's like,
I dug a giant hole in the backyard. I know I was wrong.
they're like, what's this burn mark doing on the couch? Oh, well, I was finding out that Kleenex catches fire really, really fast. Oh, were you? Come here. I got something else that's going to catch
Why
fire.
is the grass on
It's
fire?
yours.
I was burning ants with a magnifying glass.
Oh, okay. You thought you'd just be a little pyromaniac. Come here, because I
It
got
wasn't
something else that's gonna catch
pyromania.
fire.
It was ant genocide.
Yeah, you got fucked up for something different every time, didn't you?
Every time.
So it's like you learned that lesson, which is why you never did it again. But you just was like, you didn't learn this lesson, which is why you got your ass whooped for that.
Oh, Rolando right here is dropping some knowledge here. I ran away from so for our audio listeners, obviously if you're watching on Facebook, you can see his comment, but for the people listening at home, I ran away from a whooping once. The next morning while eating my cereal, thinking I had escaped a being, wham! I was given a whipping with a belt, cereal and milk everywhere. See, that reminds.
See,
I remember,
it stays up here.
my dumb ass was. I remember I was rushing to go watch television. I was holding a bowl of soup.
Oh no.
And like when you go from the kitchen to the living room, you go from tile to carpet.
Yeah.
Blah. Spill soup everywhere, and got my ass whipped.
Yup.
I was cleaning it up, and then after I finished cleaning it up, it was like, cacao, why are you running with the soup? I was like, I want to watch TV. Cacao. Like, why? Oh, wait, I know why, but why?
Why did you eat in the kitchen? That's what they're asking. And
Because I couldn't see the TV from that angle.
I want you to understand.
I learned, I did learn, like you just said, I did learn that lesson. I never ran with soup ever
See?
again.
So you learned to walk with soup, which
No, I did not move with soup. I learned to I'm going to leave the soup on the kitchen table. I'm going to eat it there. And I'm going to just walk away carefully. But unfortunately, I had to learn a lot of different lessons.
See,
I was a habitual line stepper.
And that's the thing. All of those, if you earn it,
I
that's
earned a lot
discipline.
of those.
Now, if you,
I
if
had a
moms
friend.
came
I
home-
had a friend who were like him and his sister. They called the cops on their parents for the ass beatings, and they got the whole child abuse thing. Going, I was like, oof.
Let my kids call him.
Oof.
Let my kids call him.
Y'all did that in the 90s? Oh, yeah, you brave.
I've already told my
I
children.
knew better. I'm like, this ain't child abuse. I'm learning some harsh lessons. I'm like, I did wrong.
I've already told my children, call the police. I'm going to whoop the cowboy shit out of you till they get here. As a matter of fact, I'll help you. Yes, 911, I'm about to fuck my kid up. And he's got until you get here, because he's obviously thinking that I'm somebody not to be fucked with. Here's the address.
I'll call the cops first.
Hurry up. Click.
Oh, man.
My kids know. I ain't playing. They got me confused with some nice can't be like, now, Jimmy, you go ahead and do this. Wrong. I'ma whoop your monkey ass. You ain't gonna never make a mistake for shit.
Man.
I gave Gianna her first ass whooping last week. She was acting up all damn weekend. I'm gonna do this. I want you to whoop me.
You're aware this is being recorded.
That's okay. That's okay. I don't care. She got lucky too, because I only got one hit on her because the belt slipped out my hand, and then the time it would have taken me to pick it up and start all over again, it's like, well, you can't fuck them up like that. It's got to be. It all has to be linear. You can't stop and then be like, to be continued, and then next week. Last time on
that is true. Like,
doesn't work.
My parents were very much like there wasn't a continue. It was like there was the one ass whipping and
that's
done.
it. You're done.
Done.
But she was acting up. But I was saying, if you earn it, that's discipline. If you come home and you had a bad day and you're like, Jimmy, come here, and that's
see, no,
fun.
that never happened to me. I know every time. Although I did get one ass whipping, and my brother, he lied.
That makes you a victim of circumstance. You earned that one.
He lied. I walked into his room one day. I think it was like he discovered, like, oh wait, I can get him fucked up if I lie. I remember I walked into his room and he just looks at me. He like blinked twice. I'm like, oh, what's up? And he's like, I'm like, hey, what's wrong? He hit me. He hit me. I was like, what just happened? And here comes mom. Choo choo. Here comes the train.
Didn't even ask. She just heard the baby crying.
She just heard him cry. I don't remember how old he was, but it just dawned on him. He was like, it was like 3-4 years old. He goes, he's just sitting there, just hanging out in his little beanbag chair. I remember it clearly. He was hanging out in the beanbag chair, just looked at me twice. Blink, blink. He hit me. I'm like, I didn't touch. I didn't touch him. I really did it. This is unwarranted.
The one time
my 12-year-old ass was getting my ass like, I didn't do it.
Contractually, you're allowed to beat the shit out of your brother at least once a year for that.
I think I've gotten my revenge in other ways.
I mean, maybe, but you're still contractually not obligated, but
I know, yeah, that was an unwarranted one.
Oh,
I didn't earn that one.
Speaking of, when in public, as a dad, I bequeath to you the thump.
What is the thump?
It's kind of like the infinity snap. Okay?
So that
But just thwack. But what you want to do, you want to get them right there. Okay?
Right.
Where the bone is the thickest. So this way, you could fuck them up in public and not leave any marks. And I shit you not, it will stop whatever chicanerous behavior they are involved in.
I hope you know my wife is right there.
Rosa, pay attention. Now, unfortunately for you, you're a woman, so the thump will not work as well for you. You'll miss, or maternal instinct will kick in and you'll be like, I can't hurt my baby. Don't worry. Bow! And it'll come from nowhere. You just, oh, and he's gonna look at you like, what? And you're gonna look back, act a fool again. I got fingers to spare. Always top of the head. It'll never leave a mark. What you gonna do? Go to school, say my dad hit me. Where's the mark? Nothing. Bam!
I don't even know how to segue out of this.
Bam!
I am the master of segues, but I cannot. I can't steer this boat without just crashing it right into the land. But
I just want you to know that there are certain things as a dad that, especially as a father of a son, that you will have to learn. And when he becomes a father, preferably after he gets the fuck out your house, you will bequeath the thump to him too.
We shall get to that day.
But
So-
I understand that you went to go see Joker.
I did. I last week, myself, Pete Molini, his lovely lady Joanna, and our good friend Enrique Cruz. We went to go see Joker. I kept thinking it was the Joker, but then I thought, oh no, it's just called Joker. And yeah, if you don't follow me on Twitter, or actually you probably couldn't have seen it on. Actually, I don't know if I posted on Twitter. I don't remember. I did post it on Twitter. Okay, good. All right, if you follow me on Twitter at Dre GB Podcast, you will have seen my brief review, and I'll kind of sum it up here. I don't know. It was just it was a. I hate to do this to the movie, but it was a thing that happened. It was incredibly depressing. It took an hour and a half to get where we needed to go.
Well,
Did you watch the movie?
I
yet?
have yet to see it.
I'm,
read a lot of
I'm
reviews
shocked you
and-
have not watched it by whatever nefarious means you usually watch movies. See, beating that ass, let you all know. Watching movies, I have no idea what you speak of. Who is this Iaj you speak of?
I don't. I watch movies through legal means only. Buy movies anywhere or the Vudu app, or I will go to the theater where I pay a premium. And by that I mean $14 for a goddamn ticket.
See, bro, that's how you got to stop playing checkers. You got to play chess, bro. You got to go to the theaters on their value days. You go to a Regal on a Sunday, $6, $5 if you're a Regal member or
Oh
something.
hell! I need to start
You
doing
go to
that.
Edwards, or you go to Edwards on a Sunday or a Monday, and then you go to Whittier. You're not that far from Whittier. You go to
No.
Whittier Theater Thursdays, $5.
Oh, okay.
I saw Joker for $5 because it was a Thursday. The day it came out was a Thursday. See it for $5. I hate to give it away and have more people show up to it, but you know what? Y'all gotta save money, yo. Church. So yeah, so you haven't had a chance to watch it, but also I don't know. There's stuff that I want to spoil just as a general rule. I don't like to spoil, but like I gotta drop some stuff on my where I was like, because they kept saying how like, okay, this has nothing to do with the Batman universe. Fuck that shit. It totally had everything to do with the Batman universe. You're in goddamn Gotham City. You got goddamn Thomas Wayne doing his best Donald Trump impression in this goddamn movie, and and you get the unnecessary need to like, hey, you know what people haven't seen 15 times over the last 30 years? The Waynes died.
Spoilers.
Yeah, the Waynes. Yeah, if you haven't seen that in every movie that has to do with Batman for the last 30 years, guess what? You'll get to see it again. And I was so fucking annoyed by that. Because I'm fucking tired of watching the fucking Waynes die straight to the fucking goddamn pearls.
I mean,
It wasn't by the Joker, just by some random happenstance person.
well, that's-
FYI.
which is what I loved about Into the Spider-Verse, where they just like they didn't even.
Yeah, that's what I
It
loved
was a
about
one sentence thing done.
That's what I've loved about this Tom Holland Spider-Man, where like, you know what? We didn't see Uncle Ben die, because you know what? Everybody knows. By this point, everybody knows that Uncle Ben dies. We know. You know what else we fucking know? We know that the Waynes are dead. Batman has been around for 80 fucking years. Even children who haven't even been born yet come out of the womb and their first words are, Batman has no parents. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. We get it.
You go.
We know what happens. We know they die. We know that's his impetus to continue to wage his endless war on crime. We know. We don't need to see them die again and again and again. You fucking began fucking Batman vs. Superman Dawn of fucking Just Ice with the fucking killing. Why? It's fucking unfucking necessary. We all fucking know. We know.
That was a bad movie, and we're not going to speak any more of it on this episode. Of
And we
Dre's
get
Geek Podcast.
it. We get it. Apparently, anyone who directs a Batman movie is like, you know what we gotta do? We gotta show it. We gotta show them die. We gotta make sure those pearls fly across the screen. We gotta show it. Yeah. Jack Nicholson do it in the first fucking one. They keep showing it, and they go, oh, he has to have this epic PTSD for the rest of his goddamn life. And yes, anyone who watches this and their parents die should have. So they're probably gonna have some mental damage. But enough, Hollywood. Enough, Warner Brothers. Stop. We know. We get it.
And he's not
People
wrong.
who don't know anything about comic books, they already know.
He's seems right. That's kind of like saying that, a person... That's
I
like
lost my
finding somebody who does
mind.
no thriller.
I lost
Who
my
does no
mind
thriller.
in the theater when it happened. And even circumstantially, like, weirdly, in the course of the plot, Thomas Wayne kind of earns it. This is like a friend of mine pointed out on Twitter, like, oh, you know what? This is the first time where, like, you know what? He got what was coming to him. Where, like, in all the other times, it's just, oh, family, leaving the theater, happy-go-lucky, look, we just had a night at the theater watching Zorro, okay.
Wrong place, the wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time, happens to be an asshole there. But this time it's like, that's the weird thing about this movie, like, you kind of earned it.
But that's what I've been hearing a lot about the movie, where everybody's saying that, they can understand what caused the Joker's descent into madness.
The movie is a treatise on our current social situation of the rich taking everything from the poor. That's literally, this movie is just, that's the whole backdrop of this whole movie. It's like, oh, I remember I saw it as a meme, like months ago, before, like when they showed the first trailer and they showed him all crazy. It's like, oh, first Joker created by vat of chemicals.
Yeah.
Current Joker created by society. I was like, oh, society created this Joker.
But didn't they do that with The Dark Knight Rises?
What do you mean with like what?
With
You
society?
made me.
Yeah, that.
You made me. It was created by the society. The society made the babe.
Yeah, that.
No, but they did it with Joker this time. It's like, because and that's another like side argument that I have in regards to the Joker character. No one has ever really written a Joker origin story because there never will be one good enough to justify the existence of a Joker.
Which is one of my problems with Hollywood in general, where they've come to the terrible conclusion that evil needs a backstory. Maleficent did not need a backstory. No one fucking cares. Darth Vader didn't need a backstory.
It doesn't even need a second movie. Why am I seeing a billboard for another Maleficent movie?
Because the first
other
one...
than people who fetishize Angelina Jolie and love to just masturbate to her cosplay.
Do you want the Jai Polidore answer or the Iaj answer?
You know what? Fuck you. Give us both.
The Iaj answer is Maleficent made $850 million, and people was like, we're making another one of these.
I mean,
the
these
Jai
are facts.
Polidore answer
These are facts.
is pole smokers were like, dude, we're about to go support this bitch, and we supported this bitch for $850 million. So, congratulations, pole smokers, you got another fucking movie. Which is why we're getting another Frozen, because, well, no, Frozen.
No, we're
is
getting
'cause of
Frozen
kids.
because every child wants to
No,
be
it's
involved
not
in it.
even that, though. It's every child and every woman who is just like, oh my god,
I want to
we
let
have
it
a
go.
Disney princess who's not saved by a man. Have all the money. Like, bitch, did you never see Brave? And that movie was terrible, but I don't remember anybody throwing dollars at the screen for that. Just saying. Because really, in retrospect, Frozen is a shit movie. Let It Go is the best fucking thing ever. But Frozen fucking sucks. Let's just call a spade a spade.
I have to say, I think I am legally the first person to have ever hated Let It Go. You know why I know I'm the first person who ever hated that song? Because I was probably the first person who heard it and hated it. Because I was still working at Disney at that time, and there was one publicist. There was one publicist who, after he got to see it like 6 months early, couldn't stop singing the song. Then he sat right behind me, and he couldn't stop singing the song over and over and over and over.
So see, you hate it because of oversaturation.
I was oversaturated before anyone was saturated.
Yeah, see, you're legally, I think you're contractually obligated to punch that guy in the face.
Nah, he was actually a nice guy outside of that. He wasn't a terrible fellow.
That's okay. He'll let it go.
You know, you almost just got punched in the face right now. If you weren't my best friend, I would have socked you in the face right now. Be like,
but
Falcon!
But that's the thing. Like, every movie, the movie villains, that's the best part
We don't
about
need
villains.
to-
Is the unknown. Michael Myers, the Alien, Darth Vader, Maleficent. What made them so great was that, and the Joker. What made them so great was no one knew or cared what had caused them to be. You just knew that they were.
Best line of dialogue that Christopher Nolan has ever written was, "Some men just want to watch the world burn."
And that's it. That's it. That's all it is.
Like, because he kept giving all those fake origin stories throughout it was hilarious.
You know, I got these scars, and after a while, I was like, wait a minute, that's not.
Yeah, he's
That's
just
different than the last time.
He's just improvising. He's just having fun, and he's just fucking with people.
Bad man.
He's like some crazy person. We don't know how he got all this training. We don't know how smart he. We don't know. All we know is he is an agent of chaos, and he wants to destroy everything. And he's just
for the sake of destroying.
For the sake of doing it. And there was no need to show a guy go through his because literally the first hour of that movie is just watching this guy just be depressed. And have his sad mother and get shit on, get beat up by children, and then have a shitty job as a clown, and be fucking sad, and have to go take care of his ailing mother, and then wonder why his mom keeps writing letters to Thomas Wayne. You need to help us, meow 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 meow. And just like, and then he loses his job because the stupid thing happens, and then the stupid thing begets another stupid thing, and another stupid thing happens, and then apparently the government or the city government they cut the funding for where he was getting because he has mental problems. Mm-hmm. He's on 7 medications. And he has to take his medication, but then he goes in to talk to his contractually required psychiatrist, and it doesn't fucking matter because we're all getting shut down next week. But what about my medications? And he doesn't take his medications, and then he loses his job, and then he goes crazy and he starts shooting people because people start fucking with him, and he gets a gun and he starts killing people, and he's like, oh, you know what? There's no repercussions. Hey, I'm insane. Hey, let's just start killing people. Why not?
Dre's GB podcast does not condone or promote that kind of dumb fuck behavior. If you kill somebody because you saw it in the theater, I need you, before you leave the house, kill yourself.
I know, because I see some of my friends defending this movie because it's showing, this is what happened, this is what our current society, look what's happening, our current society could create a bunch of these jokers. No, but if a person does this stuff, it's because they are already insane.
Yes.
It's like, I had the world shit on me for a good 3-4 years, and that didn't drive me to want to go and kill someone.
Church.
It just drove me to make a podcast. It's like kind of the opposite direction. This podcast started because I had hit rock bottom. I'm like, well, I got nothing left to lose but to get on here and talk nonsense for an hour a week, and it helped. It actually fixed my life. I met my wife because of this podcast. Honestly, this thing saved my life.
He's not wrong.
And
he's not wrong.
But this movie, it was just like, no, and like and I feel like it was overhyped for me because then like the first time they showed it at that Venice Film Festival, they got an 8-minute standing ovation. Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it, but it's not great, but it's not terrible. I mean, what's his fucking Joaquin Phoenix? He acted his fucking ass off. Mm-hmm. He fucking. This was a one-person movie. The whole movie is just him. Literally, like I sat down, I thought about the credits. I was like, Joaquin Phoenix, Robert De Niro, Domino from the Deadpool 2 movie,
Zazie Beetz.
Zazie Beetz. She's like third build, and then you got like Mark Maron, who's in the movie for literally 3 fucking minutes. Yeah, he took a lot of shit on Twitter because he shits on comic book movies, but yet he's in one. But you know what? He's in it for a fucking cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And then you got like white dude who played Thomas Wayne and a bunch of other people who you never fucking will ever see ever again. And yeah, it's just Joaquin Phoenix. Most of the movie, he kills a bunch of people. And you got Robert De Niro is playing literally the opposite character of what he played in The King of Comedy. Where in The King of Comedy, he was a desperate comedian trying to get on the equivalent of The Tonight Show, where in this movie it's kind of flipped, where he's the host of The Tonight Show, or whatever, the Gotham City equivalent of The Tonight Show, which happens to be live on television.
Robert De Niro's gonna die.
I was fucking screaming it. I was screaming it in the theater. I'm like, do it! Do it!
Shoot the J! Shoot it!
Shoot it! Shoot the J! That's so perfect. I forgot. Last weekend, my wife and I, we were binge watching Chappelle's show, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot how much of this goddamn show we used to quote all the fucking time.
All the time. Oh my god.
We used to shoot the J! Shoot it!
Maybe you should purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
It's funny because, you know, our regular co-host, Pete Molini, he thought somebody else was going to like, you know, spoiler alert. Here, spoiler alert. Spoilers for everyone. So this guy, he's also this Arthur Fleck is the name he is given in this fucking movie, but it turns out, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter! He's also, like, he's trying to be a stand-up guy. He's a clown, but he's also trying to be a stand-up comic. Mm-hmm. But he's not very good at it.
It ain't easy.
And so, like, he goes up at his open mic night, and apparently this tape winds up at in the hands of Robert De Niro's character, Murray, whatever the fuck his name was. Murray, Jewish last name. And then he puts it on, and they show it on TV. They show, like, so I have to sidetrack myself. They gave this Joker the weirdest Tourette's thing ever. So that laugh, that really crazy laugh that you see in the commercial, like, yes, they had it. He has a condition. He has a condition for my wrestling fans out there. He has a condition where anytime he experiences extreme amounts of stress or anxiety, he can't help but laugh. That crazy person laugh. And he's like trying to contain it, but he can't. Apparently he has a condition. He even has a card. He hands the card to people. And he's laughing. He's like a woman in a bus is like losing his shit on him. He's like, here's the card. And the card says, please forgive my laughter. Turn over. I have a condition. Blah, blah, blah condition.
That's a cop-out.
Yes.
That's a cop-out.
Yeah, that bothered me immensely as well.
Not...
So he's trying to do a stand-up. He goes up there and he just laughs maniacally. And then, like, he tells a really bad joke that he was writing. And he writes these bad jokes. So they show him on, like, so, but this is, like, this Arthur dude, it's his favorite show. He watches it with his mother every night. And he aspires someday. Like, he sees Murray as, like, his father figure. Like, oh, it's his father. Like, oh, it's like my dad. He dreams that he'd be on the show one day. Mm-hmm. And he ends up on the show, but they're making fun of him, like how shitty of a comic he was.
Yeah.
But through her circumstance, like apparently that clip was like, it was such good. Like they saw him, like, hey, do you want to come on the show? Like so, like Murray can make fun of you some more. Like, hey, do you want to come on the show? And they're like, are you serious? Like, okay. And then he kills more people, and then he dresses up as the Joker. And then he goes full Joker. Which the scene is like, it's done to freaking Rock and Roll Part 2. Dun, dun, dun. Then like he literally kills someone right before he leaves. Like he's like he's dyeing his hair, he's put on makeup, he kills a dude that kind of deserved it. Yeah, so that's the weird thing. Like a lot of these people that he's killing, he's killing people that like are shitty.
Yeah.
So they kind of make him this weird heroic figure. Like, oh look, he's standing up for the little guy. Which is why this movie can be misinterpreted by shitheads. Yeah. Like, the way a lot of people misinterpret Rick and Morty, and they're like, oh, wow, we should all be Rick Sanchez. I'm like, no, we should all not be Rick Sanchez. No, it's funny to watch. He does a lot of fucked up shit. Wow, this fucked up shit is funny, but it's not something to aspire to. Yeah. It's not like, I want to give no fucks like Rick. No, Rick gives no fucks because he has lost his heart, and he has a broken mind, and he's the smartest guy in the world, but he's the loneliest guy in the world, and he's fucking broken. This Joker is like, oh wow, he gives no fucks. Look at him. He doesn't have a political stance. He winds up going on the show. He's dressed up as Joker. He's like, because like De Niro called, look at this Joker. And he's like, oh, and that's how he got his name. In case you were wondering. I know, man. I roll. And he goes on the show, and of course he has his gun with him. Like he pantomimes that he's gonna kill himself live on television. He's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, bullshit. He's gonna, like, he keeps, like, they show him at home, he's practicing, he's listening to the music cues of the show. He, like, has an old VHS tape, and he's freaking, like, listening to the cues, getting ready, like, how he's gonna make his entrance and everything, and he pantomimes like he's gonna kill himself. But the whole time I'm like, oh, no, he's not gonna kill himself. Murray's gonna piss him off, and he's gonna pop right into him. Yeah. And yeah, that's basically what he confesses to, like, there's these clown murders going on, and you're like, yes, it was me, I'm the clown murderer. And like he goes like full Joker, like throughout the movie he's kind of just like but he's just like, oh, he's free when he's wearing the makeup and he's fucking the Joker. Mm-hmm. And like he like confesses to it all, and then he just shoots an arrow right in the fucking face. Whoa. And it's very visceral too. All of the deaths are, I think they were trying to make them as realistic, not like movie kills, not like John Wick where it's just like he's just mowing through people. Like each of these kills is like, ooh. Oof. Oof. Ugh. It was designed to make you feel uncomfortable. Yeah. And he blasted De Niro right in the fucking face. Spoilers! Whoops. He just blasted him. And like live on television. Oh, sweet. Because the show's live.
Oh, brutal! That's my Chow Tu impression right there. Sorry, Team 4-star.
Yeah, brutal. And yeah, then literally after that, like the city's already rioting because like, oh, it's inspiring all the poor people. Like, you see all these poor people are out wearing fucking Joker masks. Like, oh fuck yeah, Joker, fuck yeah. Like, even before this, they were already inspired. There was already a Joker rally that day, like clown rally or whatever. Well, not a Joker rally, it was a clown rally. Everyone's clown, like everyone's dressed in paint. And it's cute because he gets away from the cops earlier in the movie because of that. Oh, everyone else is in. Like, I'm dressed up as Joker. Everyone's like the clowns. Ha ha ha. I'm fading into the crowd. Look, we're all Jokers. Have I saved you 2 hours of your life?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and then the movie just ends. Like there's a giant riot. Like he's taken away by the police, but then like a bunch of clowns crash on the police car. They pull him out of the fucking car, and he starts fucking dancing. And it cuts to him in an insane asylum. And he's just like sitting there just laughing. And then like they intimate that he kills the doctor. Like you see him walking away and there's bloody footprints. And then you see him running back and forth, which got a lot of laughs out of the crowd I saw it with. You see him running. You see an orderly going out there. We're like, oh, look, that was funny. And then it's like, are we watching the same movie? And then you see him run back and I was like, oh, that was funny. I'm not going to begrudge people who enjoyed it. I mean, because I have a lot of friends, people who I respect that really enjoyed this movie. And I'm like, you know what?
Do you, boo-boo?
Do you? Like I said, I think it was ruined for me because of all the epic hype. I thought my brain was going to change. And like everyone's like, oh, be afraid. You know, there's going to be people. It's going to incite riots. It's going to incite poor people to rebel. And and there was a conspiracy theory like, oh yeah, rich people are trying to warn everyone. No, be scared of this movie. Be scared. Don't watch this movie. Be scared. I think because rich people are worried. Hey, if the poor people realize we're really fucking them over, they might try and come kill us.
Purge, bitches.
Yeah. When I described all this to my boss, he's like, so this is basically the Purge. I'm like, yeah, not dissimilar to the Purge. And yeah, they give you a cute the end, and that's it. There's no post credits, no mid credits. None of that. It was just well acted. Joaquin is a one-man tour de force. I'm sure he'll be nominated for a Best Actor Oscar. I'm sure he'll win the Golden Globe for sure for Best Musical or Comedy. I don't know.
I'm not supposed to laugh at that, but that's hilarious.
I know. I pulled the trigger on that joke. He'll win a Golden Globe for sure. He'll probably win a BAFTA. The British people are like, oh, that was so clever, so clever.
Brother.
Look how terrible America is. Look, ha ha ha. That's what you get for rebelling against us, you assholes.
Go get our tea.
Go get our tea. But yeah, that's why I like spoil. Like like I said, I normally don't like to spoil movies, and the movie made enough money. Apparently, like it destroyed Venom's October record from last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the movie has apparently made a shitload of money. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me because I couldn't be bothered to look them up. But I know it did well. So don't worry, I'm not hurting the movie. The movie's gonna do fine. A lot of people are just marching right up and handing their money over to Warner Brothers to watch this movie. And like again, you do you. I mean, if you enjoy it, awesome. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't have enjoyed it. I'm just telling you that I thought I was gonna get this amazing film. What I got was whatever his name is, Todd Phillips plays Martin Scorsese's greatest hits. It was a Martin Scorsese cover band.
Ugh.
It was a. Let's look. We're gonna play Taxi Driver right now. We're gonna play King of Comedy. We're gonna play another Scorsese movie that I can't identify. Thank you. Here's a bunch of people dying. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, Todd Phillips hasn't done anything good since the first Hangover. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I'd argue like Old School.
I did not like Old School.
You didn't like Old School?
I didn't like Old School.
You're my boy Blue.
I'm
honestly,
biased.
I've only seen Old School once, I think.
Me too. But I'm biased because I don't like Will Ferrell.
That's right.
Anchorman notwithstanding, I don't like Will Ferrell.
Although, honestly, like, the wife and I just rewatched Anchorman, like, was it like 2 weeks ago, honey? Mm-hmm. And, you know, I when I watch Anchorman, I don't see Will Ferrell. I just see Ron Burgundy.
And that's what makes Anchorman so funny, where you don't see, because he's somebody different.
He is completely this, like, he's this crazy person.
Yeah, like, if you think about
he's a different kind of, because he usually plays Will Ferrell in every other movie.
In every movie.
Like everyone loves Elf, and I can't fucking stand
that movie's fucking retarded. You're not fucking retarded if you like Elf. But
But
you're
I
highly
can't
suspect.
stand that movie.
That movie's overrated.
I may be biased because there was a day where I was stuck at a Fry's Electronics doing some Nintendo work for about 10 hours. So it was I think I watched it 5 times because it was like playing in the cafe, and I had to remodel the entire Wii and DS section. And they had like back when Fry's was, you know what? That's something I haven't brought up recently. We'll get to that too. Yeah, I had to redo like 50 feet of Nintendo stuff at Fry's, so I was stuck there for 10 hours.
You know what's funny?
What?
How you don't like Elf because you had to watch it 5 times in a day,
Mm-hmm.
and you're about to be a dad. Do you know how many times you're gonna watch shit you hate in one day?
Look at the glee. My best friend. Joke's on you, fool! The joke is on you, my friend.
You think that you're gonna
The joke's
raise
on
him
you, my
right
friend.
with the Disney afternoon, and if you're lucky, he'll want to watch that stuff. Chances are you're gonna be watching Ryan's fucking toy review all goddamn day,
I refuse to watch
just
that.
like I do.
I refuse to watch that. I will not put on Ryan's toy review. As a point, I don't ever want to give that kid any views.
You won't want to watch it.
No. Even if he wants to watch it.
Daddy!
By the time my child can watch that, it'll be Ryan's drug review.
And in the Jitopia you deserve.
By the
That's what it'll
time
be.
we get to that, it'll be Ryan's drug review. Today we're going to do LSD. Because my parents mismanaged our money, and now I'm doing this on my own.
Like I said,
He'll be 13 years old dropping acid on Ryan's drug review.
it's gonna start, if you're lucky, he'll follow the path that Noah did, where it went from Finding Nemo to Deep Blue Sea. He wasn't afraid of the sharks. Cool, I'm burnt the fuck out on Finding
No.
Nemo. We're gonna watch something else with sharks in it.
I have the power of a very Taurus level mother over there who does not want our son to be consumed by media. So joke's on you.
Your optimism is adorable. That's like when parents say, I don't want my kid to drink soda. No sugar for you.
Well, I.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me stop.
Mommy's allergic to
Ooh.
the high fructose corn syrup, so maybe the kid will be allergic to high fructose corn syrup.
That's
so.
okay. He'll settle for the white stuff. Maybe you can have him hopped up on sugar in the raw. Okay, alright. I'm done. I got all the evil out of my system. Sorry, that was completely uncalled for. And real talk, I hope you guys, I hope that Metal Gear, I'm calling him Metal Gear because you're going to name him Rex.
Ha!
Either that, or I'm going to call him T, which is going to stand for Tyrannosaur, because you're going to call him Rex. Or I'm going to call him T.I., which would be Tyrannosaur Indominus, because you're going to name him Rex. But I digress.
Rex is one of the 3 options.
With luck, Metal Gear will be hooked. I love that. Metal Gear is going to be hooked on the Disney afternoon, where it's going to be DuckTales, Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
That's my
Tailspin
goal.
Darkwing Duck.
That's the medium. That's the media I would choose to show the child.
Hey,
If it gets past the goalie over there, that's what I want to show the child.
If
But
I
it's
had
up to Mommy Dearest over there.
And that's the best part. It's not going to be up to her either. Because if the baby wants to watch Peppa Pig all goddamn day, guess what you watch?
We ain't not watching Peppa Pig.
Your child going to have an English accent.
My child will
now.
not be watching Peppa Pig.
And you going to see that episode where Peppa hangs up on her best friend, and you going to be like, that shit was hilarious. That's the funniest thing Peppa Pig has ever done, because she's trying to whistle, and everybody else can whistle, and she calls her friend, and she's like, I'm sad, Susie. And Susie Sheep's like, why are you so sad, Peppa? Well, I can't whistle. And Susie Sheep's like, oh, well, that's okay. I can't whistle either. And Peppa's like, sweet, both of us can't whistle. And then Susie's like, well, wait, what is whistling? because they're 6. She doesn't know. So Peppa's like, well, you put your lips together and you blow. And Susie's like, this? And she goes, shh, I can't whistle. So she does this perfect whistle, and Peppa's like, doo. And she just cold gangster hangs up on her best friend. It is the most hilarious
That's
thing
some cold shit.
out of the whole show. And yes, I've seen every fucking episode.
I have no
of
doubt.
Peppa Pig.
You have a daughter.
Even it's not just, dude. If The Rock's daughter's watching Peppa Pig, what makes you think that your kid, Jimmy Fallon's son, watches Peppa Pig?
You know what? The Rock's not married to that lady right there.
Have you seen The Rock's ex-wife? Jesus Christ, dude! I'm convinced that she eats people. She's buff.
She's a mountain of a woman.
Buff. She's big as a rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm
No, I've
afraid-
seen that photo where they're doing the whole because she's the president of $7 Productions or whatever. Yeah, she's a brick shit house.
No, you got to see.
She can kill a man.
There was a picture of her with just the sports bra or whatever. Dude, she got China beat.
She's a strong woman. She was married to The Rock for a long time.
She gonna eat The Rock if he ain't careful. His new wife.
Their
don't
daughter.
stand a chance.
Yeah, that new wife is she's a twig. She's pretty, but
It's
she
like
a-
that meme of
she a-
Shaq and his wife. It's like Shaq's up here and his wife's like eye
At his
level to
knees.
his dick.
I leveled his dick.
It's like.
I mean, now I know why Shaq married her.
And then you see.
That way you don't
his
have to bend
dick
down.
imprint
You don't have to get down on your
through
knees
his shorts,
to
and you're
take
like,
care of Shaq's business.
how does it work? Structurally, that's not supposed to happen.
Because, she has to get on the big Aristotle. She has to ride the big ride. I gotta put a saddle on so she doesn't fall off. Real talk. I'm Shaquille O'Neal.
I can
only
only
use half the
dick on the wife.
I gotta put Icy Hot all over her because that's one of my sponsors. And then I had to get her pussy insured by the general.
You a cold piece.
I'm trying to think what else Shaq endorses.
He owns Papa John's, or at least a couple stores. So-
Oh, and then I'll take her on a cruise line because I've been doing all the cruise line commercials. And I'll only have 30 seconds. That's more than the time I need because she's so little. I'm Shaquille O'Neal. I'm the big Aristotle.
Okay, alright, I'm good. I'm sorry, that was...
I'm going to put Icy Hot all over her. What's wrong with me?
You have issues.
I have so many issues. I have so many issues with Justice League International. I got a lot of Justice League issues with Justice League America. I got a lot of issues of the Punisher back when Garth Ennis wrote it. I got a lot of issues of the Preacher. I got a lot of issues of Transmetropolitan. I can go on. The Flash, Mark Waid's Flash. I got a lot of that. I got a lot of issues of that.
Preacher, that's a good comment.
I only watched a little bit of the show. I couldn't stand it. I heard it gets better, but I didn't want to give it the time.
Yeah, I keep wanting to watch the
I
second.
went and got a lady I was gonna marry.
That works. There's too much media to consume. I just don't have the time.
Yeah, you know what? I was joking with my wife this morning. I'm like, I when I moved in with my lady, I literally cut the cord. I don't have any. We have HBO through her phone, but that's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
But my substitution for Wi-Fi is CatFi. I watched my cat chase her tail for 20 minutes this week, and that was the funniest shit I saw all week.
Oh, wait
She
till you
was
have a
trying
kid.
to murder her tail, her tail. She's like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. I watched her. She's like, and then she stopped for a second, and then her tail would smack her in the face, and be like, "Oh no, motherfucker, it's on now, ow!" And she was just like, "I'm gonna murder this damn tail. This tail gonna die today."
And wait till
So my
English.
child,
Wait for Metal Gear to get here, and
you can call my child Metal
I'm
Gear.
calling him Metal Gear. I'm gonna be like, every time I talk to him, I'm gonna be like, Colonel.
Colonel, can you hear me? This is Snake. I have located Metal Gear Rex.
I'm gonna get, instead of whooping him, I'm gonna get you like a rocket launcher. So this way, because you have to hit him in his radar dish. Alright, let me stop.
Boom. No, that's what we're gonna make him a little foam exclamation point put above his head. He starts crying. I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna be like,
But yeah, when,
I'll explain the video game joke to you later, honey.
but yeah,
Jai's making video game jokes that are slightly esoteric.
But yeah, when he gets here, it's when they're that young, when they're newborns, they don't do shit except for cry and sleep.
And poop.
Lots.
I've made peace with poop.
Now, I don't know if anybody's warned you when they first pop
Poo
out.
tornado.
No, when they
Poo
first
vortex.
pop out, it's like this. They probably won't.
Every
shake
3
right
hours.
away. Oh no, I'm talking about the first ones.
Oh, the first one?
Where it's like some black tar thing that comes out. Because it's everything that was still in them when they were in the womb. So it's not even like shit. It's just, and it's like this gelatinous, voluminous mass that it, and you're just like, nah, I'm not. Like both my kids, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not touching it. So it's a good thing that their mothers were there because I wasn't doing it. Nope. Yeah. So then after like a week or two, when it actually becomes shit, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, this is something that I'm used to because you've wiped your own ass for 40 years. So you're gonna be like, all right, I can handle this. You can deal with that. But
I'm sorry, he's gonna poop that for a week?
yeah. They didn't tell you. Oh, okay.
And warn me.
Now, another thing. When he comes out the birth canal, because the bones in your head, you're used to them. They're all fused together solid.
No,
They're not
malleable.
like that. Yeah. So please tell the nurse to shape your child's head so that other kids do not make fun of him.
I was fortunate, so you can see. Whatever doctor at the Lincoln Hospital, when I was born, they shaped me to a nice round head so that I looked good and I was bald.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Don't
later
let
on.
your kid, because if your kid comes out like with those giant hooks, like the xenomorph, that's because I've seen it. I don't know why it's always on black children, racist ass doctors. I'm just fucking with you.
I've seen
But
some
it is.
Mexican motherfuckers with some like rolls.
Now I'm not talking about the rolls. I'm like literally, there's a hook, like you could hang them off of a table and they're just kind of like.
Is that why they grow out the dreadlocks just to hide it?
Probably. I mean, why you would go from alien to predator, I don't know, but.
Why not? Why not both?
But literally, like, if this was a table, there's like a hook, and they just sit like this. Like, this is the back of their head.
Like if they were to fall off a cliff, they could just dip their head back and
Yeah.
like, grab on the cliff.
Clunk. Yeah, and they would be like, oh, thanks, doctor, for not
Yes.
shaping my head.
You're so wrong. We are two of the wrongest motherfuckers on this.
That's
this
how
planet.
Noah came out, and I was like, is his head going to be like that? And she's like, no, that's just so he can come out the birth canal. I was like, well, can you fix that? Because he's out the birth canal now. And the nurse was like, and she shaped it like Play-Doh. Literally, that she just...
Because they got to come out of a...
Don't look.
Don't look, he says. Honey, should I not look? Should I just stay focused on you?
Okay, it's gonna do this. Whoop. And you're gonna be like, oh God, what the fuck was that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I should have listened to Jai.
That's why I take it you watched.
The first time, it was like watching somebody get eaten by a shark. I couldn't look away. I was like, I should not be. Oh, that ain't right. That ain't right at all.
So, honey, I'll be holding your hand
Okay.
as you break my hand. I'll give you the offhand so you don't break this one.
With Elvia, I was on this side. The doctor's like, don't you want to see? I was like, nah, I'm good. I've been there before. Don't need to see that shit again. Nah, son, I'm good.
Whoop whoop.
It's and
Whoop, whoop.
I'm warning you, dude.
Dun, 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 dun. Whoop, 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 whoop.
That's what your vaginas do this for the women who are watching.
Whoop, whoop. I just imagine the Sonic getting the air noise. Whoop, whoop. The Sonic gets some air. Whoop, whoop. That's what I imagine
That's what
the
it's gonna
noise.
do.
It's gonna be like whoop, whoop.
Y'all think I'm kidding? For the parents for the fathers who have watched it, and those crazy mothers who are like, put a mirror up. Y'all need Jesus. Okay. It is not something. Miracle of birth, my ass. Nah, man. I know how the baby got in there. I know how the baby's gonna come out. I do not need. To
I
see
find
that
it
shit.
funny. I mean, I guess maybe they didn't put that in the Miracle of Life video. I guess they used to make all the kids watch back in
Yeah, when we were kids.
back in middle school, the Miracle of Life.
Yeah.
I remember the thing that has haunted me for the rest of my life is watching the poor woman who they're videotaping and just watching her vagina just throw up.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the baby.
I remember that was the
The baby literally just.
I was just like, what just happened?
Because when it does this, that's the baby coming out. Like, and the cold part
I know.
is,
I mean, the
you
thing
just
I
gotta
remember, the
sit
part I
there.
remember is like everything coming out first and then baby.
Because you just got to sit there with the baby's head just kind of like at the exit door. Kind of like a kid who's standing at the doors, like the automatic doors, and they just stay open because there's just one guy standing there. And you're just like, I'm sorry, we got to wait for you to get to 10 centimeters. And you're just like watching the vagina just like hang out.
And then whoop whoop.
And then it's like, okay, give me one big push. Whoop.
Baby.
It's like the Dark Knight. Want to see a magic trick? But instead of the pencil,
I'm gonna make this vagina disappear.
I'm gonna make this vagina expand. Like the sun when it goes supernova. Okay? That's what you're in for. Be on the other side of the curtain. You don't want to be on the vagina side on the curtain. You want to be on the titty side of the curtain. Okay? Be on the titty side of the curtain.
My morbid curiosity wants to be on the vagina side now.
You will regret that decision.
I want to be there and be like, I need
No.
to see this
No,
so I
you
can
don't.
carry the story with me and pass it on like Jai has. So I can be here the Monday after my child is born. I'll be like, with a sober look on my face, I'm like, I saw it. I regret it.
You know what you're going to do?
I regret everything.
You're going to say, you're going to watch because you never listen to me.
I never
And then you're going to
do.
be like this. You'll be on the show. You'll be like, welcome everybody to Dre's GP podcast, where I should have been on the titty side of the curtain.
It's the Monday edition. It's the My Child Was Born edition. It's the Mistakes Were Made edition.
I should have never knocked her up. Can I go back in time when we still get married but there's no baby? Because that shit was traumatizing. And then what's going to happen is he's going to look at you with them eyes and you're going to be like, done.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting.
Absolutely done.
I've already had a premonition of my child. I had a premonition.
Really?
I saw his face in a dream. I saw his beautiful face with his big, beautiful brown eyes. Because as we confirmed yesterday, all Mexicans have brown eyes. If they got some fucking other color eyes, then they're fucking liars.
There's a
They're
white
wearing-
dude in there somewhere.
Oh, there's a white dude in there somewhere, or they're wearing fucking contacts or some bullshit.
That's what I want to do.
What did you want to do?
Because he's scheduled to be born in mid-January.
That's what science tells us.
You
Apparently,
gotta name him Martin. If he's born on a Monday, you gotta name him Martin.
See, he makes this joke because the due date is Martin Luther King Day. Apparently,
Yeah.
Apparently,
Martin.
January 15th is a Monday.
Or Luther. Don't name him Luther, because
No,
that's gonna
'cause
be named. People are
Luther
gonna be
Vandross. They're gonna think of the burger,
donut sandwich.
donuts, bacon.
Not the
No,
guy
Luther.
who made all the songs that got like 90% of us here. Not that Luther. The sandwich made of Krispy Kreme donuts. Don't name him Luther.
Should I name my son McRib?
No, please don't do that. Don't be a white dude and give him a fucked up name.
I know. That's why we said it was gonna be Ace, Ray, as in like R-E-Y, like Rey Mysterio,
Hey.
Ray Phoenix, King, that means king in Spanish, or Rex, which is Latin for king. Or, as this Joker keeps going, Metal Gear Rex, Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Indominus Rex.
Indominus Rex.
I'm gonna give him all the cool. He's gonna have all the cool.
You're gonna call him
nicknames.
T.I. and he's gonna be a little rapper from Atlanta?
Uncle Jai's giving him all the cool nicknames already.
He's Tiger in my heart.
El Tigre.
El Tigre. He's gonna be Tiger Ray, King Tiger. He's already a luchador. He's gonna wrestle in Lucha Vavoom at some point. He's gonna be Rey Tigre, King Tiger.
There you go. See.
That's his luchador name. He's gonna be a luchador because the way he's been bouncing around and kicking and punching in my wife's tummy, he has kicked me in the face twice.
Oh.
It has been amazing. He's like, get ready for more of that once he's out.
Oh, yeah.
I watched the video of executive producer Sam Zia get kicked in the face and teabagged by his son.
It's
He
cute.
climbed all over him, just dropped his ass right in his face, and then kicked him.
Yeah. They just put balls all over you. They just Arabian goggles. That's what they do. Just look, Daddy, here are my testicles, all up in your nasal passages, and you can breathe in my
I'm
asshole.
sorry.
Thanks a
Did
lot.
you just? Am I gonna have to go to an Urban Dictionary and look up Arabian goggles? I beg your pardon, sir. Am I gonna have to, right after I look up a rusty venture, I'm gonna look up Arabian goggles. If my phone wasn't filming this right now, I would be Urban Dictionarying it right now to get the terrible definitions
Woot woot.
that are on the internet for that. Why are you just always on World Star Hip Hop?
No, because my brother sent me this thing where when you can't afford a Lamborghini, and this dude made a cardboard Lamborghini around a bike. It's terrible.
That's some cold shit. I can't believe you're really gonna
Look up Arabian
goggles. Oh my lord. Why?
A sexual act of settling testicles in a person's eye sockets. And now you know. And knowing is 50% of a confrontation.
I guess this week, what Dre learned this week, I learned about Arabian goggles. I'm gonna run it by my Middle Eastern bosses tomorrow. I'm like, you know what, boss? Have you heard of Arabian goggles?
Okay, wait. Now that was
See, that's what I said. Urban Dictionary will give you a
Here's
much
the
more
Urban Dictionary
robust or.
While all the definitions below are true, no one has said why the goggles are Arabian.
That's my question.
Here's why. During Middle Eastern sandstorms, a good and loving husband will give his wife the goggles so she doesn't get sand in her eyes. Most of the other definitions make it seem like it's rude or funny to give someone the Arabian goggles, but that's not how it started. It's actually something only a true gentleman would do.
A true
That's
gentleman.
the
I feel like I need a monocle for that.
That's the top
Definition.
definition.
That should be.
The second one, on the other hand, is a seldom seen maneuver when you put your testicles over her eye sockets while getting head. Picture it. Your ass is sitting on her forehead. It may be anatomically impossible, but the fuck else is new? 50% of a conversation, kids. The more you know.
I hope, Daniel Wong, you had your earphones in for this one.
Kids, if you see me, put your headphones on, because
Yeah.
you gonna hear some shit.
Yeah, I'm sure Daniel has already learned if he sees you on the show that he has to have his earphones on.
Konnichiwa.
That way
bitches.
his daughters don't hear the nonsense that is
His
being
daughter's
spouted.
gonna go to school. Arabian goggles!
I would say sorry, but if you're watching this on a regular basis, you know what you got yourself into.
Like Dave Chappelle said, bitch, you clicked on my face.
Not wrong. I would be remiss if this episode is dedicated to your. Yesterday, I saw your post like later while we were waiting around for people to pick up stuff. We saw your post that it was 11 years ago yesterday.
Yes.
I'll you know what, I will not elaborate. I'll let you elaborate.
11 years ago yesterday, I got a phone call that changed my life. And I found out that I had lost my elder brother to some bullshit. Yesterday was a bittersweet day because I always think of him on that day, but I chose not to mourn him that day because I instead chose to focus on him and the celebration of the life that he is about to bring about. Rosa's about to bring about. He just knocked her up. You know.
Yeah.
People greatly underestimate the work that dude's got to do. Like, that shit is exhausting sometimes. It's like, fucking shit. Sometimes it's just not gonna come, and you're like, dude, it's been like 3 hours. What the hell? Not saying that it was like that, but it probably was, because sometimes you'd be like, anyway. But I chose to focus on my best friend and the family that he has, the family that he's starting, and his first foray into fatherhood. And I know my brother's listening, because every once in a while I see him out the corner of my eye, and I asked him that every once in a while when he ain't got shit to do, if he could drop by and just keep an eye on my best friend and his family for me. So, Tane, wherever you may be, I always love you, my brother. Keep an eye on my other brother for me, please.
Yeah, Tane has been sorely missed for 11 years now.
11 years. I will always remember him for the time he put his ass on the door of GameStop. We were all gonna do it, and I was like, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Tana's like, I don't work here. Boop.
Put his ass in the door. While I'm in there closing the store.
That was hilarious. If you wouldn't have taken so long, you wouldn't have done it.
I
You
know.
were
I
just-
took too damn long. And all of a sudden, why is there a brown moon on my door?
I can't remember.
Who else was inside with me? I don't know if it was which of the cohorts was.
I want to say it was Wilson, but because it might have been Wilson.
It might have been Wilson.
I wish.
Yo, Dre, there's an ass in the door.
I wonder who cleaned the door the next day.
I'll tell you who it could have been. It could have been the man who asked one day, or who let us know that you can't rent tacos.
No, it could have been Ben. Ben was a good guy.
Ben was a good. I don't know. I don't know whatever happened to old Ben, but I will never forget.
Can you rent tacos?
Can you rent tacos? No, you cannot rent tacos.
And no, you cannot rent games.
You cannot rent games. And you cannot rent. Hey, Daniel Wong, please put on headphones for God's sake. If you're gonna rewatch this later, Daniel, headphones.
Lots of headphones.
Jai's here. Headphones.
That's your warning. Whenever
That's
you
your-
see this face,
You see, yeah, Daniel. See that? Yeah, we stayed up. We stayed in late because we couldn't stop BSing. But yeah, headphones, Daniel. I'm sure you're already already, but yeah, definitely when Jai's on, headphones. This is
not a family show.
headphones for sure. See, like good. He's on top of the game. Daniel was at the baby shower yesterday. Him and his wife. I was happy to entertain them. I regaled them with stories of jobs past. Two particular stories that were quite hilarious that may have involved my almost dying.
Is that when you had the flu almost dying? Or when you did something stupid almost dying?
No, it's not me doing something stupid. It was someone else doing something stupid. It's a subject that I cannot breach on the internet.
Oh.
It may or may not involve me educating people
Oh.
behind a wheel.
Oh, that one. Yeah, we were not.
I
we're
can't
not
tell
gonna
these
that
stories.
story.
I can't tell these stories on public air.
Nope.
No,
You don't want to hear those stories. Those are not for.
those are for in person only.
Yeah. We don't believe in incriminating ourselves here
No,
on Dre's
I cannot incriminate whatever poor driving school I was teaching at.
Not that he would do such a thing.
No.
Because he is a responsible person.
I'm
who
irresponsible.
believes that teaching people to drive is an important thing
It is
and something
important.
you take seriously.
Not when students almost kill me.
No, because that would never happen. Because he wouldn't.
No,
put himself
that
in
never
kind of
happens. I wouldn't put myself in a dumb situation like that. Twice.
position.
Not my fault.
He wouldn't do it a third time, is what he's saying.
No. I'm not religious, but I'm throwing a cross up right now. I'm agnostic as a motherfucker, but I just threw a cross up. Oh my lord, an hour and 20 minutes. If anyone's listening to this in the audio version, sorry, not sorry. I had one of my coworkers go, I tried to watch your podcast, but it's so long. I'm like, I know a lot of people's attention spans are like 5 minutes. They want to watch a 5-minute YouTube video, but you know what? Sorry, we do this podcast thing as is tradition, at least an hour. I know my wife is not an hour podcast person unless it's something incredibly interesting, like childbirth.
Which would not be us, because we're crazy.
We crazy. If you hang out this much, yeah. Jai's Fro is so much more glorious in person, right? You got to see it in his majesty yesterday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
On that note, at an hour and 20 minutes, I think we should shut this sucker down. You can always follow me at DreGP Podcast. That works on Facebook. That works on Twitter. That works on Instagram. I've been posting more on Instagram lately. I'm trying to increase the number of my followers on the old Instaham.
That's right.
You can follow Jai on Twitter. His cleverness is out there. Jai Rizard, like the Pokemon Charizard, but instead of Char, you put Jai
That's right.
Rizard, because that is your favorite Pokemon.
It is. I mean, Mewtwo is my favorite Pokemon, but Mewtwo just doesn't flow very well.
Did you just... Did you just...
Sorry.
Wife, am I deaf or going crazy? Oh, he said it. Okay, I'm going to let it go. See, Daniel Wong's going to jump into the podcast time machine remember, you can always jump into the podcast time machine. This show is available on demand on Facebook, and it'll be up tomorrow on the YouTubes.
Where I will be watching it again.
Yeah, you'll watch it again on YouTube once I take my laptop to work where I have Wi-Fi, and I can rip this video from Facebook and post it on YouTube. You can check out all of our recent episodes on the YouTube, and once I find a spare minute at work, I'm going to start posting up more of the classic episodes from the first year of the podcast, because we're finishing up year 3 soon.
Nice.
Literally, my son might be born on the 3-year anniversary of the podcast.
Name him Martin. Name him Martin.
No. With that, all right, here, if I name my son Martin, you know what's going to happen all the damn time?
Regrettably, people are going to be naming him Simpsons memes, because isn't that...
No. I'm talking about what I'm going to do.
Oh.
You know what I'm going to do all the damn time if I name my child Martin? I'll be like, what up?
Oh, God, yeah. Never
Martin!
mind. Okay, you know what? Martin is a terrible name.
Martin! What up?
Okay, yeah, Martin is a terrible name, and we're going to stick
Martin
with Metal Gear.
Lawrence.
We're going to stick with Metal Gear.
Martin!
Rex it is.
Martin! I watched Boomerang almost in its entirety. I had never watched that movie in its entirety.
Really?
My whole life. We got through like about 70% of it before we had to leave. And I was like, I had not watched it. I didn't realize so many famous black people were in that movie. People who were not famous at the time, but became famous later. And I'm like, oh shit. Or people who were really famous and were at the tail end of their fame. Grace Jones. And then I was tripping out like, look at that, there's Martin Lawrence and David Allen Greer.
Mm-hmm.
Be friends with you. Eddie Murphy back when he was skinny.
Yep, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock was super young and he had his Saturday Night Live hair.
Yep, Chris Rock, Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt. That made my wife very happy because she loves all women who are Catwoman.
Lady Eloise.
Lady Louise.
Robin Givens.
Robin Givens. Halle Berry. Like an incredibly young Halle. It was that like one of her first movies or something?
Probably.
I was like, we were tripping out like she's a baby.
Uh-huh.
She must have been no older than like 21 or 22. My lord,
Something
black
like
don't crack, but good lord, she looked like a child.
Mm-hmm.
She was so cute and pretty. My lord, I was just tripping balls on that movie.
And then you see her in John Wick 3 and you're like, hi, Halle Berry, how are you?
I haven't even watched John Wick 2.
You haven't? Oh, dude, you have to.
At some point I gotta watch these other. I've seen John Wick 1. I bought it on Black Friday a couple of years ago. I watched and I'm like, wow, that was gun porn.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot more of that.
Or not even just gun porn. That movie was headshot porn.
Oh,
like,
yeah, there's a lot
if
more
the
of that.
only way you can get off is by seeing someone take a bullet to the head,
John Wick will
that's
have you
John Wick. You'll just be
Steve.
like, oh, you could be jizz in my pants.
Oh, for an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's like if you're like Michael Bay and the only way you can come is explosions, and yeah, like in that if you're some sort of weird fetishized. I like that they just added Halle Berry just because. Yeah, you know what? That's why not? I'm sure in John Wick 4 they're just gonna add anyone else. Like who else wants to be in this?
And I'm okay with that.
I love that Jason Mantzoukas, the crazy person. If you ever watched The League, Raffi, or if you ever watched The Good Place. Hi, Kevin.
I need to finish watching that.
Wind chimes. Cling, 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 cling.
They're
Chimes.
running the show.
Cling, 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 cling. Chimes. This makes no sense until you actually get to it.
No.
Chimes. I have wind chimes.
Oh, wait, I got to that part. Okay, yeah, that's I think the end of season 2.
Yeah, wind chimes.
Yeah. When what's the chick's name?
Janet.
Janet. Janet got ass. I'm just saying.
Real talk, son.
She got some cheeks. Anyway.
I'm about to spoil something. Oh no, wait. Yeah, at this point you had to have seen an evil Janet by now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jai got to the part where I was trying not to spoil for him, and he texted me right when it happened. I didn't reply because it was early ass in the morning.
Yeah, sorry.
I was just like, oh, I was in bed like, I'm like, and like, hey, wife, look, he got to the end of the first season of Good Place.
They were in hell the whole time.
My favorite part in season 2 is when Jason figures it out. Guys,
Like,
I think we're in the bad place. Jason figured it out. Jason figured it out.
End the show before it goes too long.
We're at an hour and a half. At Dre GP Podcast. At Jai Rizard. You can find all our stuff YouTube. Be a patron if you want to support the show like Daniel Wong does. Be a patron. You know that you help pay for our hosting fees.
Yeah.
Those will be coming soon. Literally right after the baby is born, our hosting fees will be coming up. So right now, Daniel Wong has helped us out quite a bit. But if anyone else wants to help us out, Patreon.com.
This shit ain't free, motherfuckers.
And and then you can buy us a coffee, KOFI. If you go to KOFI.com, Kofi. If you buy us a Kofi Kingston, buy us a coffee. You can, if you just want to contribute money just one time. If you don't want to do the $1 a month option, because we have a patron. If you just want to be $1 a month, you can do that. You can be awesome like Daniel, do more. But it's not a requirement if you want to contribute without financially helping. If you want to do it without money exchanging, you can always like the show. You can always share the show. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you comment like Daniel Wong.
And subscribe to him on
like
YouTube.
Like Rolando Morales. Subscribe on YouTube. Yes, we can always use more subscribers on the YouTube to help adjust the algorithms. And like the show here on Facebook. I know I share this to a whole lot of groups. I don't know if a lot of people get to this point when I share it to those groups, but I think as long as they watch for 3 seconds, I get a view. So hey, thanks for hanging in there for 3 seconds. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This has been Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast. We shall see you guys next week. Good night.
Good night, everybody.